blur those boundaries. So you can have a piece that's fiction, you can have a piece that's poetry, you can have a piece that's an essay. And for me, this film, it's so hard to define. Like you're saying, it's hard to define. You're asking me how do you define it. I see it as kind of an essay or an exploration of the human condition in relation to technology. We saw a lot of technology, we saw a lot of bad that came from that technology, and after there's a really neat section where there's all this war, all this pain, and then we saw this image of skydivers. A ton of skydivers. Anyone know what those skydivers were going to do? They're synchronizing skydivers. They were going to come together and build something. They were going to create an image in the sky. And what fascinates me as a poet isn't so much what's on the page, but what's not on the page, what's not being said. So we see all this stuff happening. What are we not seeing? We're not seeing the beauty that can come out of that afterwards. We're not seeing the collaboration. We're not seeing what we as the audience, what we as writers, what we as participants can bring to it. So for me, it's an essay on what there is and what we can do about it and what we can bring to it, which to me is really exciting. I love when someone gives me that power and says, so this is what you have, this is what you can do, or what are you going to do with it? That's phenomenal.
Kiki or Lance, do you dare to try to box in Godfrey Reggie on his creation?
Well, I won't pick one of your options. To me, it was a dreamscape. It reminded me of the subconscious mind trying to make sense of something. It reminded me of times when I don't know if it happened to you, where you're doing a math problem, you go to sleep and your brain keeps working on the problem, but yet you don't have the access to your higher level conscious to actually solve it. And so you're just kind of knocking against the wall all night long, and your brain draws these analogies again and again, but you never make progress. To me, that's what this movie was. It was just a dreamscape of the subconscious mind trying to make sense of something the conscious mind needs to meet.
Very cool. Thank you for not picking one of my options. I was hoping that would happen.
So the question is, what genre is it?
Or
That's what you asked?
Or for you, like, what's helpful for kind of making sense of it, or thinking about it, right?
As
Because
far
of course,
as
like, Reggio would be horrified at the idea that we were sort of pinning him into one genre or medium.
Right. Genre. It's a buddy movie. No. No, I mean, genre is for libraries and blockbusters, which we don't have anymore, those stores. I think it's an art. If I had to pick a genre, I would say it's an art film. As opposed a poem, an essay, only in a metaphorical sense. It's a film, so I don't think it fits as a poem, except, like I said, in a metaphorical sense. And the other part of the question was what?
I mean, that was it. That was the whole question.
Okay.
You've rejected the premise, which is fair, and I kind of expected someone to do